Hey, welcome to the SANE Show, the show about nothing and everything, episode 20. Got a special guest. We got Shonia here.
Hi, how y'all doing?
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. It's a beautiful day. Love recording on Saturdays. Just not having the stress of the regular week where I'm on phone calls,
Most
in and out of
definitely, yes.
meetings, and all this other stuff going on with the SANE Show as well as the other day-to-day things. So let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Okay.
We're going to talk about good hygienes. I told you earlier I'm like a moderate germaphobe.
Right.
So that's something that's really big to me. We're going to talk about healthcare underserved communities, and then we're going to talk about the trending topic. And then following the trending topic, we're going to ask you a few questions just so the audience or listeners can get to know you a little bit, learn a little bit about what you do, and of your insight from your profession as well.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Good hygienes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, good hygienes is very important.
Oh, absolutely.
It gets as basic as washing your hands, taking a shower,
Right.
putting on deodorant, brushing your teeth, and again, me being germaphobe, that's really important to me. It's like I don't play about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you and me both.
Right. It's like I'll be watching people when I'm in the bathroom, and I even make sure when I'm talking to somebody, I try not to get too close. One, I don't know what their breath might smell like. And
Tell me
two,
about it.
unless I know them well enough, and it's like, okay, I'm comfortable, and I feel like their
hygiene, their breath gonna smell.
Exactly. And then two, like, I'm just self-conscious. I don't want to mess around getting somebody's face, and you don't know what people be saying behind you. Like,
Yeah.
man, yo, Cliff, man.
You take care of that.
So like, just hand that man some Altoids next time you talk to him. So
Yeah.
I'm very like self-conscious about how I come off around other people when it comes to hygiene related things. And we were talking about as well, smiling. You got a good smile. I got a good smile.
Yeah, I was looking at that when I first came in. I was like, he got a great smile.
With brushing your teeth, using mouthwash and flossing, like that's part of the upkeep.
Of good hygiene, other than
Right.
just showering and doing the
Exactly.
normal day-to-day that everyone normally think about.
Right. And one of the things that I feel people tend to do is overlook the importance of dental hygiene or just really dental care in general. When we talk about brushing your teeth or really taking care of your oral hygiene,
Correct.
as well as routine visits to a dentist versus going to a regular physician.
Exactly.
that looks at everything. I think with people, they look at, okay, well, they just looking at my teeth.
And that's it.
Right.
Compared to a doctor-wise, they feel like it's more so about from the neck and down when when the top of the head all the way down is very important.
Like they're doing, they do blood work, they do a physical, check, make sure everything running
It's all
properly.
good, yeah.
Right, exactly. And really, because one of the things I came to learn, and because I'll admit I was one of those people until, a few years ago, really especially my girl is a nurse. I didn't tell you that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, she's big into oral hygiene and also taking care
of the rest of your body.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And so, being around her, and that being the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, it's like, okay, I got to be up on game with that stuff.
Exactly.
And I'm learning more. I'm doing more research, and I'm taking it more seriously as
now,
well.
yeah.
Exactly, because I was one of those people that discounted, going to the dentist. And taking, having good oral hygiene, outside of just brush my teeth regularly.
Yeah, but the other things, the more important things, more deeper into that, you really didn't know too much about.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I came to learn is like it all connects at the end of the day.
It all connects at the end of the day.
And I know you were saying something about teeth, and if you could explain that to listeners, as far as because you were explaining about the baby teeth and the roots of the, I guess, what do you call those teeth that are?
So when you smile, when you look inside your mouth, it's just the crown.
Right.
And then on baby teeth, there are no roots. roots. You know, if you ever see a child, or if you ever remember when you lost a baby tooth, all you seen was just this white part, just the tooth, and that's called the crown. And with the adult teeth, you have a crown and a root. So like if you ever get, like you were saying, a wisdom tooth extracted or something like that taken out, then you see this big whole thing, and you see these long, it's just very sharp and brown looking. Those are called roots. So, you know, like I was saying with the baby teeth, most people don't think that that's very important. People think, you know, okay, it's just nothing but baby teeth. You'll lose it anyway. You know, you're getting your permanent teeth. Well, that's not the case. Your baby teeth affects your permanent teeth. When you lose your baby tooth, under that crown, you have the permanent tooth sitting right under it. So the permanent tooth is what's pushing the baby tooth out. So if anything, far as like you were saying, like good hygiene, far as not taking care of your teeth with brushing wise and flossing, like you get a cavity or something like that, you don't take care of it, you don't go to the dentist, you're rotting out that baby tooth. Whenever that baby tooth leaves, you got the permanent tooth right under it that's rotting with it, just because the baby tooth wasn't taken care of, which I mean, as a child, most people don't know much about that, and even as an adult, most people don't know much about that either.
So I know you talk about flossing is important, whether you have something visibly in between your teeth or not. I'm just curious, like what are you doing then? Like, is there always something to be removed when you're flossing?
Yes. It's always something to be removed. Say you're not eating popcorn, you're just eating a regular sandwich or something like that. Right after, it would be great if you can floss right after. Just because even if you don't feel or you don't see anything in between your teeth, what's happened is the enzymes and your saliva and the food breaking down, there's always something there that even though you can't see with your naked eye, there is something being left there called plaque. So all you're doing, you're flossing away the plaque. When you go to your regular dental cleaning, and they're it's called scaling your teeth, removing some of the plaque. That's what they're removing. Most people, if they're not flossing once a day, you don't have to floss but only once a day, not twice. But if you're not flossing once a day, you're leaving plaque there and it's building up. When I look in people's mouths, sometimes I can see their plaque. That means that they really, either they're not going to the dentist or they're just really not flossing at all. And you can just see it being built up. So you're flossing not only just maybe food, but you're flossing the plaque away.
Got it. Wow, that's I never really thought of it like that. I'm just thinking, with plaque build up, the
person not brushing their teeth.
Exactly, but at the same time, it makes sense. I guess you put two and two together. If you're not brushing, you're not flossing. Because I was going to say, like, I'm just thinking like residue left in your mouth. And I mean, really, that's what the, from the saliva with combination with the bacteria and the food, it builds up, and then that's how
it just sits there. And then if you're not flossing, like, only so much brushing can do. Brushing just gets the front surface and the back surface of the tooth. It doesn't get all the way down of where the gums is, which when the hygienist goes in and they remove some of that plaque, they have something that they go into, something called the sulcus, which when you're just looking at it, is to everyone else it's called gums, but right there in between where the crown and the gums meet, it's called the sulcus, and the floss is getting down there and getting it. A toothbrush can't do that. The floss is very, very skinny and small. It can get down there and floss it. And most people think, with the floss too, you can just put it in and put it out. There's a certain way you're supposed to floss. When you're flossing, you're supposed to make a C shape. That's getting all into the sulcus and everything, getting all down there and pulling everything out. So
so you gotta, and you basically need to go in or rub the tooth.
You basically need to go in and then like pull both of your hands to the side, and you're basically making a C shape with the floss. You're getting all up in there. It's not just pulling it straight in and taking it straight out.
Right. Okay. So this is probably the most when we talk about things that are really important, this is probably the most informative. Most informative. I feel like I'm on one of those talk shows. And, we got the doctor here, and we ask her some questions regarding this and that, and for our listeners out there. So I really hope people You know, because at the end of the day, this is stuff that really applies to everybody, no matter what you do, no matter, you know, your gender, your race, anything.
It affects everybody.
Right, exactly. And this is really stuff that, you know, people need to be aware of and be knowledgeable of as well.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to thank you for that, too.
Oh, you're welcome.
We are going to hop into our trending topic, trash tag.
Okay.
So basically, people, it's this new challenge, I guess you can call it, and it's a really great challenge. I love it. People are basically going around recording themselves picking up trash.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
when they
awesome.
post it, right, they post it, they hashtag the video trash tag. This is a beautiful thing. You know, you don't see with everything that goes on in the world, there's a lot of crazy challenges out there. Stuff that people don't need to be doing.
Oh, yeah, I
Right.
absolutely agree.
Yeah. And this is one of the few things I love seeing people doing good things and doing good things for the environment, which is good for us. And
Yes, it's helping us a whole lot.
Right. You know, living in this age of global warming, and it just makes me feel great to be able to see people going out picking up trash, recording themselves doing it, and making this a trending thing like this.
It's a huge thing, especially with this generation. A lot of people have a lot to say about this generation, but you know, generation before, they weren't picking up trash. They was doing like something you said earlier, like throwing McDonald's bag outside the window. You driving behind someone, and all of a sudden you see a cup or a McDonald's bag flying out. I mean, when you look at it, it's very gross. Yeah, you may be getting, you know, the trash cleaned out in the house or, you know, inside your car. But when you step outside, I mean, you're hurting the environment.
Exactly.
It's a big thing. It's a big global thing. Like, it needs to change. And, I mean, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
I need to start doing that.
Yeah, like this is one of those things. It's like it's technically uncool, but it should be cool, and I'm glad there's this challenge to make this something cool, to make people want to get out there, because, you know, living in the age we live in now, people want to be included. People want to be a part of whatever the fad is.
Be noticed,
right? Exactly. So now this is something that's growing, and people are starting to become a part of it. And it's like, okay, cool. If we want to make people feel included and want to have something trending that we want
feel
people
important that they're a part of, like, you know, look, they're picking up trash. Okay, everyone's picking up trash, so let me start picking up trash. So let me post this on social media.
Right. So let's make something cool that has a positive impact, not only on the environment, but also has a positive impact on people, encouraging people to do the right thing.
Correct. Absolutely.
Right. Instead of going out and doing something crazy, and that, you know, now we gotta send out an alert to, you know, watch your kids, and, you know, don't do this, don't do that. This is harmful to you or whatever.
Right.
You know, like, so I really love this. I really enjoy, you know, watching.
Yeah, even if it's a short amount of time, like some things that become trending topics, even if it's a short amount of time, people don't do it for long, still people are doing it, picking up trash. I mean, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a very great thing.
You know what really put the icing on the cake? You get a few influencers, say celebrities or IG famous people, you get them behind something like this.
Doing something like that, everyone really gonna do it.
Right, exactly. Like, and this will really be a movement. So
it really would be a movement.
That would make my day. Like, yo, okay, Ellen DeGeneres is out here, you know,
picking up trash along with everybody. You know, Beyonce, Jay-Z. I mean, it'll be great.
Yeah.
People will really follow, even a really younger crowd, even for some that's still looking at it like, I don't want to do it. It's still, you know, like you said, quote, uncool. But if they see someone like that, like, I mean, it will become even bigger.
And it's not like you have to drive far out, because I'm pretty sure so many people can go out in their own community, walk out in their yard or whatever,
and see something, a bottle or something like that, some type of trash, tissue or something like that. Even though, like you saying, like, it may not be yours, still pick it up. It'll be something that's you know, helping the environment out.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, especially if you go to these nicer neighborhoods, you know, you see they take pride in their community.
They take real good care of it.
Exactly.
Appearance is everything.
Exactly. You know, homeowners association.
You're right.
Oh, they don't play about that. They write you a letter real quick. You need to pick that up, or you gonna be hit with a fine. Your next bill go around.
And
so
they really be picking stuff up.
Exactly.
Nobody want to pay.
Right, and it's like it's yours. So why not take care of it at the end of the day?
Absolutely.
You know, we put so much time and emphasis on, looking nice and, doing this, that, the third, why not
do the same thing outside?
Right.
I mean, like you were saying, I mean, parents.
Exactly. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Everything.
I tell you, one of the places I've been, a lot of people like to go here too, and it's honestly, I was very disheartened. It was my first time there. It was San Francisco. I spent a week there.
Okay.
And I stayed in downtown in the financial district,
Mm-hmm.
and I walked everywhere. And boy, I was appalled by the amount of trash I saw walking around San Francisco.
Wow.
I was really disappointed too. Hearing all the great things I hear about the city, and I just
Right.
think that people overlook that.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't care how nice your city is, if you got trash laying
everywhere.
around,
I mean, it's
not cool.
That's
Yeah.
not. It's really not cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it smelled a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yes.
Smell. You can. You walk by the sewers.
Oh,
And,
ugh.
yeah. You can smell it all, and it's like, yo, all right. All these financial firms, these banks, and all these
Yeah.
Fortune 500 billion dollar companies here. I know y'all got
Yeah,
tax dollars.
Something. I know y'all see that trash. Like I know you
Right.
can smell it too.
Like, I know y'all can afford
Someone
take
to
care of
pick
this.
that up, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, hey, so y'all get in on that trash tag. I would love to see some videos go up. I'm gonna try and get in on that myself.
Me too. That'd be really dope.
Yeah, and be a part of that movement, and try to encourage people to be a part of that
Absolutely,
as well.
absolutely.
That came from what's trending. That was a trending topic. Find them on Twitter, Instagram. Got their own website as well, and Facebook too. So that was our trending topic for today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Healthcare in underserved communities. So again, in the earlier topic when we were talking about good hygienes, now we talk about underserved communities. Obviously, there's a disparity not only in terms of money and being able to afford to go
yes.
to a decent doctor, but also in knowledge.
Right.
And again, talking about how we discount taking care of oral hygiene and going to a dentist regularly.
Right.
And
Compared.
more so to a doctor's. And
Yeah.
At least what I see sometimes is people, they just go and see a doctor and bump a dentist.
Dentist.
That's
They'll go
extra.
years without going to a dentist.
Right.
I see that a lot.
Right. And so I'm curious to know from what doing what you do as a dental assistant.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? What have you seen from, doing what you do, and maybe coming in contact with people or being out there in the community, and just seeing, I guess, what the disparities in healthcare, really, because oral care is healthcare. It's all the body, so
all the same.
Right, in healthcare with underserved communities.
What I've seen with most people, with, like you were saying, with having the money, everything, because when it comes to dentistry is a big top paying type of thing. Like, money is a big thing. I know, as far as when I got into the program, there are things for people who don't have much money, especially far as kids wise. I cannot remember what it is called, but every year, I know, as far as the school that I went to, every year there is something that they're going to the schools, and they will help the kids as far as with their dental care, giving out toothbrushes, supplies, checking teeth, doing sealants on younger kids, which sealants are material that helps prevent cavities.
Okay.
Like you were saying, most kids don't have that with going to the dentist offices or anything, as far as fee wise. There's also something for adults. Some dental places, there are clinics and there are dental vans. With the clinics, there are a lot of dental assistants, dental hygienists, and doctors. They'll host this big thing, and everyone will come and get free dental work. I don't know how many times a year that happens. I see it a lot on Facebook that they try to advertise it to try and give, extractions and stuff like that. Removing teeth, that's what extractions are. Or also with the van, like you can, the van travels around and try to come to people and do dental work on them. And there's a lot that goes into nursing homes too, and help with the older community and doing things like that. So it's a lot of things going on, but a lot of people don't know too much about it, as far as like with fee wise and stuff like that.
Yeah. So having grown up, like, I've always discounted I could probably count on my hands the amount of times I went and visited the dentist, seriously.
Yeah.
And, it's just like, it's almost like I didn't care, and.
I mean, because not too many people think about it. Like, you were talking about dental and other health-wise just fall in together. Like, if a person gets an abscess, which that's like a huge bump on the side of your mouth or wherever it is, and it's filled with a lot of fluid, infection fluid.
Yeah.
And all that, if you don't get that checked out, whatever, and you're walking around having that inside your mouth, it can drain and go down into your heart. Dentistry with your head and your mouth, all of that falls in together. Not too many think about, like you were saying, you don't care. Like, I didn't think about that either when I was younger. I had braces, was trying to fix my teeth, and I didn't know how important it was to actually brush your teeth very well with braces. It's 2 times harder to keep your teeth clean with braces than if a person doesn't have braces.
True.
And after you get them braces off, you can take care of your teeth. You got this white square sitting on your tooth, and every time you smile, you can't get rid of that.
I hated that.
Yeah, it's very hard to get rid of that, and a lot of people don't know that. And I think, as far as braces wise, not to get off topic or anything, but I think, as far as braces wise, that should come with age. I think a lot of kids shouldn't get it. That's just my opinion, because you don't really think about it when you're younger.
Well, here's an interesting thing when you talk about that.
Okay.
Especially with age.
Yes.
Because we talk about the wisdom teeth.
Yes.
They come
wisdom
in.
Teeth, yep.
And I know I got to get mine removed sometime, because I had braces. My wisdom teeth came in, and I believe they caused my bottom row to shift a little bit.
Yep, and it will do that.
And I'm just like, it's like, okay, so I get them removed. I want to, of course, get my teeth back straightened, so, get braces again. But it's like, why go? I could have saved myself the time and
got your wisdom teeth taken out.
Right.
While you had did you ever have braces?
I did.
Okay, well, you could have got them taken out while you had braces. That's one thing about dentistry, just like the regular field.
I didn't know they did that. I thought I thought it was a thing of like, okay, well, we need to wait until it gets to a certain point.
And some does. It all just depends. That's the funny thing about dentistry, just like, the regular healthcare field. Like, things change, new stuff come out. I know most dentists now, they will want you, while you have braces, if it's going to move your teeth, if they see that your wisdom teeth, which I call them as thirds, so I may go back and forth saying thirds, they will bend and push on your second molars. And if a lot of dentists see that they'll want you to go ahead and get your wisdom teeth taken out while you have the braces or before you get the braces. And some dentists still do it to where after you got the braces off, they want you to go ahead and get your wisdom teeth taken out.
So I guess it might have been a thing with me where they probably didn't catch it, or
they probably didn't, or some dentists will also tell you, if you're not having problems with them right now, then don't worry about it.
Got it.
So as you're saying that you're having problems with it, you can feel it, it's better, like you said, it's better for you to go ahead right now and go ahead and get them out, taken care of. So like you said, your teeth have shifted. You don't have to necessarily get braces. That's another good thing too. We have Invisalign. You can do Invisalign.
Yeah. I know braces have come a long way too since
braces
I've had them.
Braces have came a long way. They're much smaller now. They have clear ones now. The clear ones are a little bit bigger. Yeah. That's the only thing me personally I don't like them.
My girl's mom, actually, she just got her braces taken off, but when she had them, she didn't even have them for long. But when she had them,
good.
She and I know I had mine for like 9 months.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. But when she had hers, and like I looked at them, I was like, "Yo, they look different. It's not the same, bro. Oh, they don't do the whole with the wire thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, kind of
it's a lot of things have changed. Yeah. It was.
It was a process, man. So yeah, I guess it may. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm really aware of what's going on in terms of the underserved communities when it comes to not only the services that they're offered, but also what they're being educated on.
And not too many people are educated about teeth. Even with me, I wasn't educated about teeth until I even got into the program. And I learned a lot of things. And I wish there were more things to educate people about teeth. There's not too much going on right now. But I wish there were. There's still, even adults having kids, not knowing too much. So, you can't teach your kids about something you don't know.
Right.
So they just go off about life, about how they were taught.
It's so interesting that you say that, because, like me and my girl, again, she's a nurse, and
Right.
I've learned a lot from her, and of course encouraged me to do my own research. And
Right.
actually, it was December last year.
Okay.
I had the second or third blood test done in my entire life.
Oh wow.
Fortunately, everything came back good, and
That's
and
great.
part of me was like, I've been going to specialists because having always having tonsil infections,
Okay. Okay.
and other ridiculous illnesses, and for me, it was a thing of like I know I'm good.
Yeah, right.
I don't wake up and I'm in excruciating pain, or I feel like I'm about to pass out or whatever. And so and plus I don't like needles. So
Right. Yeah. A lot of people don't.
I'm like, blood test? Nah, I'm cool. I'll if I really need it, I'll get it.
Do it. Right.
Right. But now doing that, I'm definitely going to make that, of course, part of my routine
thing.
physical.
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly, it's just literally like 10, 15 seconds, little prick, boom,
Yeah,
done.
and you're done. It was like,
I'm
okay.
like, oh, that's it. Okay, cool. But just because we talk about health a lot.
Yeah.
And just seeing some of our friends who don't have the same opportunities as us and aren't as educated.
Of dating someone or knowing someone that can tell them things. Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And also seeing them have kids, and one of the things I think about now, it's like, wow, man, like it makes me, I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
Because they might grow up not knowing some of the things that they need to know.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, I just think about that kind of stuff, especially because, just seeing some of the people I went to school with, they're definitely in a different position, economically than I am.
Right.
And, may not be afforded some of the same opportunities
that you have. Like,
right.
Yeah, just like in the, in the dental world, I have seen, like I said, dental world is it's a money maker.
Yeah.
One thing about there's plenty of options to where, let's say if you're having tooth pain and a person don't have much money.
Right.
The option is to get your tooth extracted, which is taking that tooth out.
Yeah.
But people who do have money, the option is to, we're going to try and save this tooth.
Right.
So we're going to do a root canal. Then on top of that root canal, we're going to put a crown on top of that tooth.
Yeah.
And that goes to people more as having money.
Yeah.
People who don't have money,
or like
option.
really good health insurance.
Yeah, or really good health insurance. Yeah.
And
then
I tell you, I go to I messed around especially when I was having all these different kinds of tonsil infections.
Right.
And, seeing my doctor so much, and it ain't cost me nothing. I had really good
health insurance. Yeah, and not too many people have that.
Right. It's like, copay. Yeah.
Yeah, right. $25,
$20.
Some people it's $100. Some people there's no insurance at all. You got to pay straight out of pocket.
Yeah, and because I think I didn't really come to experience that firsthand until I think there was a little bit where I was in between jobs and I didn't have health insurance, and
right.
I remember I called around and was given a quote. I'm like, cost that much? I remember I went and got coverage for a little bit.
Okay.
But it cost me more than it did with my employer still.
Okay.
But it still cost me a lot less. But still, I'm just like, wow.
How big of a difference, how much it helps and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a big thing. A lot of people don't know until something does go wrong, like even with your body or just with your mouth. It's all the same. Something goes wrong and you'd be like, wow, money and health insurance really is a big thing.
Yeah, and that's why, not to get political, but, and honestly, I don't really think it should be a political thing anyway. Because,
I 100% agree.
We're talking about, at the end of the day, saving lives.
Yeah.
So things like the Affordable Care Act that allows people to have access to, again, that should be a right to have access to health care. It should be a right to health,
yes.
To be able to go somewhere and not have to worry about breaking the bank.
Or just not being able to take care of yourself, period.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. 100% agree with you.
Yeah. That was that. And so I really want to know, I guess, what led you down this path? What inspired you to get into the field that you're in now?
At first, this really wasn't my path, and with going into school, I really wanted to do ultrasound. And then within 2 years after trying to take prereqs for that, I was like, man, there's some classes I just really don't want to take, and I'm really not going to pass.
We all been there, yeah.
So I was like, man, I got to choose something else. So the first thing when I look at people, when I talk to people, when I meet a person, I look at their smile. I can't help it. I just look at their teeth. And that gives me the first judgment about them, whether I don't really care about the personality.
Like
yeah. I just look directly at their mouth, and I'm like, man, there's some things that needs to be changed.
Yeah.
So I started looking into dental assisting and hygienist. And I was like, man, I had braces myself, and I was like, I really want to educate myself and educate people around me in my community. So I went into that. I started taking one more class for dental assisting. That's all I needed, and I got into the program shortly after. And ever since then, I really felt like I found my true calling. Like, I love talking about teeth. I love looking at people's teeth. I mean, I love it. A lot of people be like, I can't work in someone's mouth, and I'm like, I love it. I love working in someone's mouth. Do I like the smell? No, sometimes. But I love working in people's mouth and educating them. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. Like, how you feel about radio and all that. Like, that's how I feel about teeth. Like, I can talk about teeth all day.
Cool. So I'm guessing, have you seen some pretty disgusting things?
Yes, I have. I've seen older people come in, like me and you was talking about people not having the education about teeth. I've seen people come in and be like, man, if only I would have did this differently when I was in my teens or my 20s, taking care of their teeth, like teeth falling out, teeth are being rotten. There's a thing called, when you go to the dentist, you get your teeth cleaned, they may tell you something about gingivitis, which gingivitis means you're just not attacking your gums the way you should with flossing and brushing. So with gingivitis, there's a scale 1 to 3, which is good. You just need 1 is better, but 3, you're about there at gingivitis. You can reverse that. Then there's people who go 4 and up. That's called periodontal disease. Periodontal disease, you cannot reverse that. So all you can do is try to minimize that from keep going up. So say you're at a 4. You just really need to take care of your teeth as far as brushing and flossing, brushing 2 times a day.
So, sorry to cut you off. With that, if the worse it is, does that increase the chance of your teeth falling out or something? Or
that increases the chance of bone loss within the teeth. Like it's called probing. They go around your tooth and measure your tooth. I don't know if you ever go to get your cleanings and they just calling out a number like 2, 4, 5, 6, stuff like that. It's just, if you're at a 4, 5, or 6, like I said, you can't reverse it. It's not going to make your teeth fall out, but it's giving you a heads up, like, okay, you're at the point to where you don't need to get at a higher number, that later on your teeth could fall out. Your teeth could be very wiggly, and like I said, they will fall out to where you'll need some implants, or you may need to get dentures, partial. So it could increase your chance into your teeth falling out, yes.
Okay.
You can stop it if you get to a 4 and above.
Yeah. You
won't go down. But at a 2 and a 3, you can reverse it. You can work on it to where you don't have to you're not at a chance of periodontal disease. That makes sense.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood. Okay. So doing what you do, and I'm always curious to know, especially in the medical field.
Okay.
Being a minority, do you see a lot of people that look like us?
Okay.
Yeah, or like, I guess.
So far, I don't see, just me personally, I haven't seen too many people that look like us have a lot of issues. It's more so I've seen other races that comes in more. It's not that they're not educated, I mean, because a lot of people are not educated as far as any type of race.
Right.
A lot of people just not educated about teeth. But I've seen more of other races come in and have more problems. I really don't know why that is.
Now, what about on the flip side, as far as in terms of your colleagues? So, like, I'll say, my girl's at Duke University Hospital. She's probably like, I don't know, but of course it's not a lot of she does. You know, I'm just curious to know, especially like me having been in the corporate side and been in areas where it's like, dang, I feel like I'm the only one that having gone and been in certain areas where it's like, okay, I see a lot more me doing this now. You know what I mean? Like I'm just curious to know, you know, doing what you do you come across a lot of other black orthodontics and and I feel like just in where I'm at, I feel like I'm starting to see more of them.
You saying far as more as blacks trying to be like dentists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have seen that a lot. My first job actually, I got hired by a black woman. She's an orthodontist. She had 2 other orthodontist dentists working under her. I have seen that more come about. I believe there's a girl who went to my high school. She's about to become an orthodontist. As far as I'm concerned, she knows him. I do see that more now, other than just other races. I do see that a lot coming up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, because I just think that kind of stuff really helps, especially if anybody that might, at least concerning the black community, like people that can help encourage,
right?
You know, people
to
take
come
care.
in, and I have
Right.
seen that a lot in the black community, as far as when they become dentists or, you know, orthodontists, whatever they choose. I've seen them take more in of Medicaid patients. Instead of just private pay. I see a lot of private pay with the other races. With, you know, like in the black community, I see a lot of them taking in Medicaid, trying to help out a lot. Especially, like I said, my first job was through a black woman. We've seen a lot of Medicaid come in and out, which was really good. The only thing about it, like I said, it doesn't matter what race on this part. It's just a lot of them, as being younger, they still not understanding the importance of taking care of their teeth.
Yeah. And I can agree with you on that one. I see that across the board as well.
Yeah.
Man, who?
Yeah.
Like, some of y'all need to get on it.
Just really get on it. Like, just brushing your teeth 2 times a day and just flossing once. I mean, it helps out tremendously in the long run. You don't want to be trying to dish out $1,500 on trying to do just the crown, and that's just the crown part. That's not even getting the root canal done before then. Like, taking care of your teeth is a big thing. When you get dentures, you're losing your ability to chew. You're relying on some plastic to do it for you, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Understood. Yeah, man, that's why, especially, you know, when I'm in my mid-20s and, you know, I'm just really, you know, I'm all about being proactive and not being reactive.
Right,
you know,
right.
And you know, especially one of my good friends used to play in the NFL. One of the things he's big on preventative health care.
Right. Okay.
Preventing having certain,
and that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And so I try. I'm not. I'm not the best at it. I'm a work in progress. I'm
I mean, and that's better than doing nothing.
Right.
You know, it's better to, you know, go to the doctor regularly as you can.
Yeah.
And it's better to go to the dentist every 6 months, not a year. Don't wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's better to do it regularly every 6 months.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Because, you know, I just think about as far as, you know, things I do. You know, your kid, you love candy. I try to limit that as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with, like, you know, sweets and, you know, other sweet sodas and like just no, because I want to be mindful of, you know,
everything that's going in your body and far as your teeth wise. It's
okay.
okay.
Especially my teeth.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, far as, you know, doing candy and everything, chocolates and all that, it's okay.
Right.
It's just better to brush right after. That's what really helps. It's just better to brush right after. As far as the rest of the body wise, you know, don't want diabetes, so don't do too much. But you know, as far as the teeth wise, it's just better to brush right after.
Especially, like, one of the things I'm very cognizant of, you know, because you see, you know, cognizant about what I'm putting in my mouth, because you know, I read different articles about what they put in, especially like soda beverages.
Oh yes,
and how that might affect
the teeth.
Your teeth, right?
Yeah.
And possibly knocking off some of those protective layers. And it's like, so that's why I try to be careful about a lot of that stuff, because I don't want to, you know, mess around and, you know, do it so much and then it's like, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna mess yourself up. That even falls down to not even just about food wise. That even goes to even whitening and doing things like that with the little choco stuff that people is trying to do now and whiten their teeth. as me being in the dental world, will say that's bad for you.
Okay.
With trying to do the black choco and the little black toothbrush, whatever that stuff is, all you're doing is removing the enamel on your teeth. The enamel is very strong. It's the strongest thing in your body. Your enamel is all over your whole entire body. Your enamel is the strongest thing, and when you're removing that, all you're doing is breaking down your teeth, and that's not good. And a lot of people don't know that either. Far as whitening your teeth, going to the dental offices and doing it professionally, that's okay because they know what they're doing. They're not trying to remove any enamel. They're just trying to brighten it up. As far as the other stuff, all you're doing is harming your teeth with that.
So what about like baking soda?
Baking soda is okay.
Okay.
A dental office will tell you that.
Okay.
It's okay to do baking soda. Even doing peroxide, that's okay because even in the whitening, even in the whitening stuff, peroxide is in there.
How does that work? Tell me, peroxide. Like, I'm just thinking. Cause right now I'm thinking, and I may sound real ignorant, but I'm thinking like, do you like mix it with some water or something? Use it like mouthwash?
I mean, you can use it with mouthwash. Like if you look at any of the whitening stuff, they have peroxide in it. You go to the dental office, the whitening, the higher the peroxide, the brighter your teeth can be.
Okay. Wow.
Like the whitening strips that's been sold over the counter, they don't have much peroxide in it to whiten your teeth. As going to the dental office and buying it, it has stronger effect just because it has higher peroxide. So I mean, it's crazy.
Hey, now that you remind me of something with the whiteners. Do you remember the little strips that came out? You slip it on your finger and then like you would rub your teeth.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh my goodness,
I've never used it. I don't even think it even lasts long.
No, I don't even think it really works like that, to be honest. I'm sitting like, how does you gotta be scrubbing real hard,
right?
Like, or your teeth, you must got something on your teeth you really need to wipe off in order for that whitening. Because I'm thinking,
I feel like you're brushing your teeth.
Right.
I don't even feel like you're whitening. I feel like you're just brushing it with your fingers.
Because I'm thinking like maybe it may be effective as far as, because I know like if you eat something or whatever and it might stain your teeth a little bit.
Yeah, it can, like drinking coffee.
Yeah. Or like some like red Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid,
back in the day, people in school eating the Kool-Aid packs. And,
the teeth just be all red.
Yeah. So you reminded me of that, but I never would have thought about that as far as the peroxide. Yeah. And it's funny you say that it's in there because while you're talking, what it made me think about is like knowing what's in. Yes.
Products and stuff like that,
use, right?
And what's harmful and what's good for you. Yeah.
Exactly. And I tell you, when I go to the pharmacy or even when I go to the grocery store, it takes me a long time because I'm sitting there, I'm turning it over. What's in
what's all in this? Yes. More fluoride in toothpaste is really good. Well water, people who have well water, they really get a lot of fluoride in their water. Other people, far as a city, there's not a lot of fluoride in there. Aquafina and smart water is not good for your teeth.
Really?
Yes, most of like spring water, like I think is Deer Park one of them. I know Great Value in Walmart has a lot of fluoride. Stuff like that, drinking stuff like that. It doesn't taste the best.
So Great Value is good.
Great Value
that's what I got on the fridge right
for
now.
your teeth. It is great. Once I found that out about teeth, I was like, wow, so I gotta stop drinking smart water and Aquafina.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad for your body, but it's just not good for your teeth wise. As far as it just doesn't have a lot of fluoride in it. Fluoride is keeping those white spots from forming on your teeth. I don't know if you ever see people smile and they have like two different white colors looking on their teeth.
So because I'm thinking now like someone on the tip of their tooth, and I might see like a white spot or not.
If it's like on the tip of their tooth and it's like a different coloration, that may just be composite filling.
It's brighter.
It's brighter than the rest of their teeth.
Yeah.
Like it's like different dots all over their teeth. Those are from having not too much fluoride being done on their teeth, which a lot of people don't know about that either. So if you ever go to the dentist, I don't know if you ever remember after they done cleaned our teeth, our teeth will bite into this foam stuff. That's fluoride.
Yeah.
They're doing fluoride. They're putting fluoride minerals back into your teeth.
That's when they
or painting something on your tooth.
Yeah, because I think like when would it be almost equivalent to mouthwash? At least that's what I may have heard somewhere. Because
it might be. It might be. I'm not really too sure. I don't want to
bite down on it for like a minute or
so. Yes, and that's just putting minerals, fluoride back onto your tooth. Yep.
Got it. Okay, cool stuff. That's definitely some noteworthy stuff. got a lot of takeaway from what you just said.
Great.
I'm glad I can go back and listen to this again, because I know I'm pretty sure when I go back and listen, I'm gonna be writing stuff down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely tell everybody when, you know, or it's come out, hey, y'all need to listen. Make sure you definitely stick around or the end. A lot of, really, the whole thing, a lot of great information that you shared. So really, really useful stuff, and stuff that people can put to use immediately. So, you know, again, appreciate you, you know, sharing your knowledge with us, because that's a lot of great stuff.
Yeah,
so.
It is. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Definitely a great and very informal conversation. You know, again, one of my things with the SANE Show is people being able to have some sort of takeaway, and you know, with this one, there's definitely a lot of stuff that people can take away and apply to their daily lives. And you know, this is probably one of those episodes where everybody, no matter what you do, no matter what your creed, your age, whatever, everybody can take something from this.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, either the whitening or anything, money wise, anything. Yeah, you can most definitely take something from this.
Yes. So appreciate you taking time to stop by the SANE Show. Definitely was a pleasure having you on here.
It was a pleasure being here. I promise you.
Yes. So that is episode 20 of the SANE Show. I guess what office are you at?
As of right now, I'm just filling in for maternity leave for a person. I work in Winston at an orthodontist place, so I should be leaving there maybe around April if she doesn't come back.
Okay.
But far as working in the dental world, I love doing braces.
Okay.
General, I've learned a lot from there, but it's just a lot into general, as far as doing, like I said, dentures and partials and all that good stuff. But far as doing braces wise, I love seeing people's teeth go from being all crowded and throwing up gang size to being all straight in the end and having a beautiful smile.
Oh, snap. Crowded and throwing up gang size.
Teeth be going everywhere. You just don't know what it's doing.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's one of the best things I heard today. Well, thank you again. Really appreciate it. A lot of wealth of knowledge, definitely. If you guys listening, take notes. You know, again, a lot of stuff you can apply to your daily lives immediately.
Yes.
Thank you again for listening from the U.S. to the U.K. to Panama, Belgium, and anywhere else around the world that I may not have mentioned. Thank you guys for listening to SANE Show episode 20. Follow us on Instagram, SANE_show, SANE_show. Twitter, SANE_show. Facebook, The SANE Show. We got the live recording coming up at Coco and the Director April 27th. That's a Saturday. Be on the lookout for that. More details, and Eventbrite is coming soon. Tickets are free, so it's going to be exciting. Excited to see everybody come out and show support. And that's The SANE Show, and we're out.